Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well today. Right now I'm just doing my eyes. I'm blending it. And what I'm using is Clinique, the CoverGirl concealer. And the shade that I'm using is 705 Fair. And I'm just blending that with my sponge on the top of my eyelids and on the bottom, beneath my bottom eyelid. Then I'm just using a fluffy brush and I'm using the CoverGirl powder, setting powder. So I'm just gonna set that also on my eyes, on the top of my eyes. I feel like that really does help it set the powder on my eyes, which is good. And it makes my eyeshadows actually last longer like that. Even though like I might just buy a primer though soon, but I do like that way as well, like using that. So I'm also using the Pixi eyeshadow as well for as a transition color. Especially, I always like to use the color shade in, it's called Honeybear. So I'm using that on my outer corners as well. And I'm just going to keep blending that as a transition color. And I'm just blending it a lot. And also, every time I do that, I feel like it really makes my eyes, the brown colors make my brown eyes really pop. I really think it's a nice color. Now, I'm going for my CoverGirl concealer. And I'm just putting that on my outer corners because it makes the darker colors stick longer. So I really do feel like concealers do help the eyeshadows last on my eye, especially if you're using darker colors. So I'm also going to just keep blending that in too. And just spread the nude out. And also what I'm also going to use is a MAC Studio shadow. I'm using the darker blue shade on my outer corner. So that's what I'm going to do. It's called MAC Studio Eye Essentials. It doesn't have the colors of the shade, but there's like different types of that. You can get it at Rite Aid, you can get it at Walgreens. You can get it anywhere, or Ulta as well. So I'm just blending that on my outer corner as best as I can. And I'm sorry if my quality is not good, but I did try to edit my video to make the quality good. And right now I'm just doing a smoky eye. I'm doing like a dark for like a dark color for summer. I do like shimmery colors and metallics for summer, especially. And I actually like using those colors for like the holidays as well. Doesn't matter what season it is, but it's what I prefer. And I'm also going back to the Pixi eye palette, and I'm using the color, I think it's called Tutu. It's like a taupe, it's like a brown taupey color, and I think it's called Tutu. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's called Tutu. I'm putting that in my middle lid, which I like. It's very shimmery, and I like Pixi Cosmetics. I'm starting to buy like their Pixi eyeshadows. I do want to buy their glittery liquid eyeshadow. I feel like because sometimes in Sephora, like Stila, it's just so expensive sometimes. Oh, and I'm using the CoverGirl in my inner corners. Yeah, so I'm just blending that as well in my inner corners. And yeah, I love the Pixi Cosmetics. I'm just gonna buy more of those. So now I like buxom. I'm using a metallic color and it's called buxom. And I'm using a silvery metallic shade for that, and I'll tell you the shade in a moment. But I did use also, I think, my glow mist. Sometimes your glow mist will make it more metallic-y. looking instead of the concealer, but it's called Pure Platinum. And it's a pretty color, I think. I also have another shade in Buxom. It's a metallic color, and it's a green color. I'll tell you the color in a moment. Actually, it doesn't have the name. It faded. So I'm just putting that in my inner corners, and I just keep blending it. And right now it looks messy, but towards the end of the video, I promise it's going to look all cleaned up and nice. So I'm just blending everything right now. So I really like those colors. It's like a mermaid look almost. And I wasn't as tan looking there because I made that video a long time, like a few weeks ago. But I finally have some color on my face. I feel like I'm so pale sometimes, and I don't really like to look pale. And the colors that I use for my liquid foundation is Clinique. I love Clinique. It's just one of my favorites. I think it really smoothes out everything. I'm also using the MAC Studio eyeshadow. It's like a, I don't know, it's like a burgundy color almost, like a burnt burgundy, and it's very shimmery as well. It's right below, it's right above the blue color shade that I used on my outer corners. And I'm just going to curl my lashes. I'm also using the mascara, and it's a Lancome, and it vibrates too because it helps your lashes go up, really like curved up. And I'm also using the Kiss lashes. These are really nice. I like the Kiss fake lashes. I feel like it's closest to real. So I'm using the Pixi Glow Mist as well. I put that all over my face. And I'm also using drops of the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glow Amoir. And I'm just like putting that on my face. And I did mix it with my foundation. The foundation that I use is Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. It's in the shade Camel 17. And I'm just putting more of that True Match Glow, Lumi Glow. And that, it gives me a bronze look. So I do like to mix it with my foundations because it makes me look nice and glowing. And I'm putting more of my Bare Mineral liquid foundation. I use my Bare Mineral foundation when I don't have anything else to use, or like I'm running out of something. I always use this, but I do like it as a full coverage because it does give me a full coverage as well. And I'm just blending everything out with my smaller sponge. And now I'm using the NYX concealer. It's a NYX. It's called Wonder Stick Highlight and Contour Stick. And I'm using the concealer in CoverGirl, liquid. It's CoverGirl, and it's in the shade Fair. I'm just blending all that in. Now I'm using the NYX Wonder Stick. It's highlight and contour stick. I'm in the shade medium, light medium. So I really like this too. It really blends. It really shows your contour where it's contoured. That's why I like it a lot too. And I'm blending now with my favorite brush. I got that brush in Rite Aid. I really like it. It's 301 and it's RT. All it says on the brush is R, capital R and capital T. I don't know what brand it is, but it really blends very nicely. I like it. You can also get it in Target too, I think. Now I'm using for my blush on my cheeks, Smashbox LA Lights. And it's blendable lip and cheek color, and it's called Echo Park Pink. And I like this cream blush. I even have a honey color as well, and I like the pink one the most though. I'm just blending that in with this brush. I think it's called SK. And it's just a flat top foundation brush. Actually, it's a blush brush. Sorry. I used the other one for my liquid foundation. So I'm going back to highlight the cheek, the cheeks, high bone my, sorry guys, the high points of my cheeks. And I'm highlighting it with that Lumi True Match Lumi Glow Amoir, Amour. I was thinking of using the chrome highlighter, but I wanted to go back to using the Too Faced highlighter. It's called Ray of Light. And I don't know if they have the shade color here, but it's called Prismatic Highlight. I also used the Clinique liquid lipstick. And it's in the shade Petal Pop. And I also use a bronzer, Milani Baked Bronzer. And I also used the 8 Days of Bronzer by Tracey. And I also, of course, used my glow mist, my Pixi glow mist, which I like. And I'm just liking my outfit. That's the outfit that I used and to go to this place that I like a lot. And I did use my Revolon brow stick as well for the my eyebrows. So this is the final look. Revolon Brow Fantasy, it's called. And I really like my cheeks, the way it glows, and just, it's really, I think it's really pretty. I think it's nice. And so I had to mute my video because the YouTube, said that I was using someone else's song, but I was going to put in the description what the song link is. So I'm just doing this. I prefer to do this anyway. Oh, and for my top liquid eyeliner, I'm using Maybelline liquid eyeliner. So that's my final look, which I really like. I do like the jewelry that goes with my dress, too. I think it looks pretty cute. And my wedges. So I hope you guys have